Welcome to eMedia Coach, the channel that helps you make an amazing WordPress website today. And this is the finished product. We're going to show you how to create this awesome website with WordPress in the next hour, step by step, and it's going to be super easy for you. If you've got a keyboard and mouse, you've got the right skills you need to make this amazing WordPress website you're looking at right here. We're going to use WordPress, which is one of the world's most popular website platforms, and also a plugin called Elementor, which is an amazing website builder, and it's perfect for beginners. These pages that you're looking at right here were actually imported in just a few minutes with a few clicks of the mouse, and then they were edited to customize our pages. So it was super easy to make this website. It's perfect for beginners, and there was nothing technical involved. So it's the best way to make a website for your small business before you go to sleep tonight. And here's something else that's really cool. It's perfectly responsive on the mobile phone as well. Go to this URL on your own mobile phone, because we'll keep this live just so you can see for yourself how it will be when you finish yours in about an hour. We're going to go through this tutorial in a few easy steps. Firstly, we are going to get online. We're going to get our own website domain name so that you can have your own address on the internet. Then we're going to install the very popular WordPress platform to manage your website. Then we're going to install the design, and with a few clicks of the button, we're going to import ready-made professional looking website builder templates that you're going to be able to edit. You can edit the pictures, the text, the buttons, everything you can imagine. And we're going to go through all of that step by step. If you have any questions, please do ask in the comments below, and we'll be more than happy to help all of you out there. We want all of you to succeed today. So like I said, we're going to be using the WordPress platform. It's used by about 70 to 80% of websites worldwide, and you can see some very popular names as I scroll down the page here. Companies such as eBay, CNN, New York Times, Jay-Z, Katy Perry, and TechCrunch, and a lot more use WordPress in some way, shape or form for their website. We're also going to be using a plugin called Elementor, and if you can use a keyboard and a mouse, you can use this drag and drop website builder, and it's fast becoming one of the world's leading WordPress page builders. So here is our agenda. Firstly, we're going to get online. We're going to get you your .com domain name and your web hosting, because without those essentials, you wouldn't have a website. And because you're following everything with this tutorial, that's only going to be about $5 a month. Installing WordPress is step 2. That's going to be free because you're going to be following this tutorial. We'll show you how to do all of that. Installing the design and using ready-made templates, we're going to show you all of that. It's going to be free. Drag and drop, click a few buttons. And we're also going to customize your WordPress website, which will become the 4th step, and making it look exactly how you want in terms of images, text, contact forms, and any other customizations that you need for your small business. So let's start with step 1, getting online. It's the absolute bare essentials. And then after that, everything just gets even easier. So let's start building our WordPress website. Okay, so let's get to step 1 in our process to create this WordPress website, and that is to get online. And that is the only way that you can get your website live and online in the real world, so that your website appears anytime somebody types in your web address. So what you need to do is go to hostgator.com/discounted, that URL over there, and I'll link it in the description below as well. You're either going to land on this page here, or you're going to land on the HostGator homepage. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'll show you what you need to do. So HostGator is what is known as a web hosting company. Web hosting is where all of your files are stored on the internet, so that when anyone visits your web address, your website shows up and is able to be accessed. So without web hosting, your website would not load. It's not enough just to have a name. Buying that is just a name, but the thing that makes your website appear and all the contents of your website is web hosting. And it's only a few dollars a month, and that's the beauty of this. It's very cheap and very easy. And HostGator are the company I've been using for around 13 to 14 years, since 2004, so that's why I recommend them. They've generally got very, very good support 24/7, and you can read up on their services. But what you need to do is go to web hosting. The hatchling plan and the baby plan are very similar. The only difference is that the baby plan will allow you to add an unlimited number of websites to your hosting account, whereas the hatchling plan allows a single domain to your hosting account. You can always upgrade in the future, so if this is your first website, just go to hatchling plan and click on the button to go to the next step. You can look at all the tech details if you want to. If you already own your website address, which is, for example, your .com domain name, click on this tab here and enter your domain in this field. And if you don't own one, register a new domain by entering it in here. As an example, if I type that in, that URL is unavailable. That's because I've previously purchased this. So what you need to do is think about what your business name is or what you want your website to be called and type in your requested domain name here. Cool. Selecting between .com, .net, .org or any other extension, just so you know it's all the same. The best practice is to stick with .com or a .net, or if you're a charity, generally a .org, but you can choose from any extension you want. So once you've entered your domain name, just go down the page. You can add domain privacy protection if you want your details to remain private, or you can deselect that. This is an example of what your domain address looks like if someone searches for the domain owner, if it's private, and this is what it looks like if it's not private, so it's completely up to you. I personally do not keep all of my domains private, so this is not essential. Completely up to you. I won't be purchasing this on this occasion. Then if you go all the way down the page, deselect all of the add-ons that are selected by default over here. You don't need this. I can show you later how to keep your website secure in another video. You'll be able to add your business email without paying this additional $5 a month fee. When you purchase web hosting, this comes as default, and I can show you how to do that in another video. You definitely don't need this. And similarly, backing up your website, you don't need that either. So you don't need any of these add-ons. In fact, I don't use any of them myself. So it's completely up to you if you want to. Now, go down to the coupon code. If you went through the URL I said earlier, hostgator.com/discounted, you may already get a really good price and a few discounts, but I'm going to show you how to make sure that you do. So just type in the discount code discounted and click validate. When you do, you'll notice that the price you're paying is much less, and if you scroll up, you'll see that you've got a number of options to choose from, all at a very highly discounted rate. So take advantage of that. I generally subscribe for approximately 1 to 2 years at a time because the costs involved are so small, around $5 a month to get my website up and live on the internet. And think about it, if you're running a website, your website should be making you money. It's a revenue generator, it's not an expense. So I'll select that. Then you'll have to enter your username, enter a security pin, and then under billing info, enter all of your details, and be careful to enter the correct email address because that's where you'll receive your new account opening information with the next steps in this tutorial. So I'm going to take a second and fill all of that out and enter the credit card details, or you can use PayPal. Once you've done all that, scroll down, just check your order, then go down, click on the agree to the terms and conditions button and click on checkout now, and we're ready to then log into our account and install WordPress in the next step. So checkout now. After you do that, one of two things will happen. Either HostGator will redirect you to a checkout page where you'll be able to see your account details, and you'll see a tab at the top of your screen called hosting. If you see that, click on that tab there. Another thing that will happen is that you should receive an email like this from HostGator, which will contain your new details, your new account details, such as the plan that you've purchased and some key login information with a username and password. And this is the information that we'll need. What your control panel is a control center for your website that just allows you to install WordPress. After you install WordPress, you're not really going to need this anymore. So what you need to do is click on this link here, and it should take you to a screen that looks like this. All you need to do is copy and paste the username and password, just making sure that you don't have a space at the end when you copy like that, otherwise it won't work, and then log into your control panel. So I'll do that now. And then log in. So here is our control panel.